Hi guys, I'm Eileen. If you're new here, I post a video every week about fashion and luxury, so be sure to join my YouTube family. Today, I want to share with you the trends I'm glad I didn't follow. Nowadays, we are so exposed to social media, so it's never been easier to spot the latest fashion trends. And when I see my favorite ladies carrying the latest or the hottest items, my judgment can get a bit clouded sometimes. And I just feel like I need that handbag or that necklace right now. But the truth is, many times when the heat of the moment passes, I actually don't feel the urge to buy the items anymore, at least not urgently anyway. So today, I'm going to share with you these trends that I'm glad I didn't follow. First and foremost, the Gucci Marmont bags. Now I think the trend for these bags is cooling down slightly, but in the last 2 years, you pretty much couldn't go anywhere without seeing these bags. They are available in different sizes, from large to super mini, and you can get them in different materials as well. I think the design is cute and it has the kind of silhouette that will appeal to a lot of people. And I want to say it's a bit like the Chanel double flap, but with a more relaxed feel. And in terms of space, I'm sure it can fit quite a bit because there's only one single compartment inside the bag and the leather feels quite soft and flexible. However, I was a bit reserved about the heart on the back. I think it's a bit too girly for me. But then I thought it's not really that visible, so it's really not a major issue. Although it would have been better to have a pocket instead. Anyway, a while ago I was actually in the market for a suede handbag and I did consider the mini Marmont in a royal blue color. In the end, I didn't pull the trigger because for me, it's still a bit of a trendy piece. Not that it's a problem, but I don't think I will love the handbag as much in 10 or 20 years. And looking back, I'm quite happy with my decision because my desire for the handbag is pretty much all gone. Next one is the YSL Lou Lou bag. I think these bags are fairly new. I think I only started seeing review videos from last year. They are very fun and playful. I was especially drawn to the one in the size small because it's so tiny and puffy. In fact, I actually ordered one in a dark blue color and a velvet material. I was very excited, but when I received the bag, I was a little bit underwhelmed. I don't know, I can't put my finger to it, but it just didn't impress me that much. Another deal breaker for me is the compartment setting inside the bag. Because for such a small bag, I don't think there's a need for 3 compartments because they really eat out the space inside the bag. I much prefer to have just one main compartment like the Chanel mini flap because that gives you the flexibility in arranging your things. Anyway, I quickly realized that handbag's not for me and I returned it the very next day. Having said that, I really like YSL as a brand. Many of you know I have this pouch. I absolutely love it. I think the craftsmanship is amazing. So I will not be surprised to add more YSL pieces in my collection in the future. The next trend I'm glad I didn't follow is the Diorama bag. First of all, I think the design is very clean, simple, modern and very chic. And just like the Gucci Marmont bags, these are very versatile because you can use them as a crossbody bag or as a shoulder bag on either single or double strap. I was actually quite drawn to the one with the metallic gold finish because it's so different and eye-catching. I think Dior has done a very fantastic job with this. It's certainly a very tasteful statement piece. In fact, I wasn't worried about it being too loud because my outfits are usually very plain, so it actually might be the perfect accessory. However, I didn't get it because generally Diorama has a very similar silhouette like the Chanel boy flaps. By the way, if you're new to my channel, I've mentioned a few times that the boy flaps don't work very well for me because they are a little bit too boxy. In fact, I've sold 2 boy flaps in the last 4 to 5 years. So I decided, even though I was quite attracted to the Diorama bags, I wasn't ready to risk getting a bag that might not work for me. Next are the Dior book totes. Now these are very popular right now, so I really hope I will not offend anyone. But for me, I don't think I'll be happy to pay £2,000 for a fully canvas bag. Now they look fantastic on all the Instagram pictures, But to be honest, I'm not quite sure when to use these bags because they are too big to be used as an everyday bag, and too open to be used for travel because there's no zipper, and too expensive to be used for grocery shopping. Another trend I'm glad I didn't follow is the Fendi Monster charm. I don't see them a lot now, but a few years ago they were everywhere on Instagram. I was very tempted, but I didn't pull the trigger because I had a hard time trying to justify the price tag. And to be honest, now that I own a few of these HERMES Rodeo charms, I realize I actually prefer enjoying my bag just on its own. Maybe because I'm older now, but I do prefer to keep things simple. There's one exception though, and that's the Hermes Garden Party. I love the size 30, and because the bag is so plain, I think adding a charm will really add a magic touch to the bag. Last but not least, I'm really glad I did not follow the trend of shoulder straps. So Fendi came out with these straps and it was a huge success, and they're really fun and playful. Then other fashion houses also launched the same products like Hermes and Louis Vuitton. Personally, I can understand the trend because adding a different strap to your handbag can be a very fun way to dress up your handbag. And if you have a handbag that comes with a strap that doesn't really work for you, getting a different strap might just do the trick. For me personally, I would much rather get a handbag that I'm 100% happy with rather than having to spend more money just to make the handbag work, if that makes sense. Also, after selling a number of luxury items from my collection, I am now more conscious about resale values. So I'm not quite sure if these straps will do very well on the second-hand market because they are very specific items and not everyone will be looking for the same straps. So for the reasons above, I am very glad I did not follow the trend. So those are the trends I'm glad I didn't spend money on. I really hope this video hasn't offended anyone because these are all beautiful items, but at the end of the day, I only allocate a certain amount of money for luxury spending, so I do choose my purchases very mindfully. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!